So very good noon. I'm technically recording this video at 1:30 in the afternoon this Sunday. Hope you all are having a great Sunday, had a good weekend too. I'm having a great weekend as well. So I'm here to share a little motivational story for you all, and hope you guys like what I'm talking about. Continue to support me on my YouTube page, and I'm open to have feedback as well. If you have anything that I need to improvise on, I'm happy to do that as well. All right, let's get into the story. Now, this story is about a little child and his father. Now, the little child has a question to his father saying that, what is life and what is my role in life? So what is my role on this planet? I mean, if I have a life, there has to be a role. So what is my role? So the father says, a very good question, son. So I wanted to explain to you practically. Now, there is a stone in our garden. Now, go pick up that stone, go into the market, and try selling the stone. And someone may come asking you for the stone. And when he or she asks what is the price, do not say a word. Just lift your hand and show two fingers. So the son immediately picks up that stone, goes into the market, and places it for a sell. And there's a lady who walks by that particular child, and she sees the stone and goes to the child and says, "This is a beautiful stone, and I wish I could have it in my garden. So what is the rate of this stone?" So he does not say a word, but just lifts his hand and shows two fingers. Now she says, "Oh, great! So $2. Great, I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to place it in my garden." So the child picks up the stone, runs back to the father and said, "Daddy, there was this lady who came and said, what is the price of the stone? As you said, I did not utter a word, but I just lifted my two fingers. I just showed her my two fingers. So she said, okay, fine, so that's going to be for $2. Great, I'll pick it up." Now the father immediately said, "Great, now you've done your first step. So take the same stone, go into the museum, place it for a sell. And again, if someone has to say what is the rate of the stone, do not say a word, just lift your hand, show two fingers." So the son immediately goes into the museum, places a stone for a sell, and there's a gentleman, a pretty decent gentleman with a nice attire, comes towards this child and says, "What is the rate of the stone? This looks really beautiful and I wish I could have it at my home." So the child does not utter a word and just lifts his hand and shows two fingers. So the gentleman says, "Great, so you're saying it is $200? Great, I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to keep it in my house." The child immediately takes the stone, runs back to the father and says, "Daddy, I kept the same stone in the museum. Now the gentleman is asking the stone for $200. I didn't utter a word." So the father says, "Great, now I have a last thing for you to do. Take the same stone, go into the gems or the stone shop where they sell gems and these religious stones and all that. Go there and place a stone for a sell." The son immediately takes the stone, goes into a precious stone store, keeps the stone, and the merchant there looks at the stone and says, "Where did you get the stone from? This is supposed to be one of the most precious stones, and I at any cost need this. What is the cost?" So the son again, the child again, just raises his hand, shows two fingers. And the merchant says, "Great, I'm going to pick up the stone for $200,000. The son was just amazed. A couple of days ago, he sold it in the market. He wanted to sell it in the market, and the worth of the stone was about $2. Then he went into the museum, then it was about $200, and now the same stone, people are offering about $200,000. He was really surprised. Now, this child goes back to the father, tells the entire story, narrates the complete story to the father, and says, "Daddy, what is that? That is so different from these places. It was the same stone, but people are offering different rates for it." The father quietly smiled to the son and said, "That is the worth of life. You need to know where to place yourself." So the stone that I'm talking about is our inbuilt talent that we have, the knowledge that we have. We all feel that someone else is great, someone else is more than me, someone has more luxuries than me, he's intelligent than me, he earns more than me. No, everyone has their own talent. You just need to know where to place yourself. So think today, guys, where are you going to be? Are you going to be in a small market where your value is just going to be $2, or whether you're going to be in a museum where your value is going to be $200, or you're going to be where you are supposed to be and your value is uncountable? God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.